So making myself a little track tensioning video so I don't forget. So first thing, you can get this thing completely off the ground with the right blocks. You don't have to use a jack. So I've got some blocks that are cut. Perfect for that. If you're in soft soil, you know, that can move, obviously. Anything can happen. The hydraulics can move after it's sitting there for a while. But basically, you want to get the tracks off the ground so they're in the air. And you want to run the tracks while it's off the ground, forward and backwards, to make sure you don't have any debris inside there that's going to give you a false reading. Now your track tensioner is here. You loosen that to let the grease out. It pushes this piston in on the roller arm and loosens the tension. The other thing is that I want to point out is when you're looking at the tracks on the ground, when it's level, you can see a slight sway in the top track right there. That's, you know, the first easy sign that the track tension may not be correct. So the gap right here is supposed to be between 0.8 and 1.2 inches, or 20 to 30 millimeters. So it's kind of difficult to use a tape measure sometimes to get the right angle, to look at it correctly. So I made this little cheater block. Now this is only 3/4 of an inch thick, so 0.75. And then this here is exactly 1.2. So this is way too loose, as you can tell. So I'm gonna have to add some grease to that. This side over here, it's definitely, it's actually right on the money. See that? That's perfect. So there's really nothing to do to this side. So it's right on the money. Well, it's on the high side, let's put it that way. I could add a little bit more and make it in between. So track tension has to be in between this dimension here and this dimension. I would consider myself, you know, not the most experienced operator, but I have mostly issues with logs getting in here and causing this thing to throw a track. So you're supposed to adjust the tracks every 50 hours. So keep track of that. Again, if you look at this track here, it's pretty straight compared to the other one. So I'm going to go ahead and add a little bit more grease on both sides to get maybe a little bit tighter on the tighter side of the tolerance. Definitely somewhere in between.